Hey everybody, Teddy Joe on Crypto for Grow My Bag TV. Let's start getting into this. So I'm doing my daily research, and what do I come across? I come across a major article that would rock the market, right? It says that Honda, in partnership with FCF Pay, is going to accept, all these digital assets, including XRP and SHIB and blah, 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 blah. There's only one problem with that. I don't think there's a partnership. I think it's yet another one of these ads that FCF Pay is posting all over the place on the internet. Until I see a statement released by one of the companies that FCF Pay says that they do business with, that they have partnered with, I'm not going to accept anything this company has to say. And I say this to you because I want you to do your own research. I want you to actually pay attention. Go online. Here's a little exercise. Go online and look up Honda FCF Pay. And as you start to see the different articles pop up, it seems like everybody's covering this. Look at the articles. They're almost identical all over the place. That's called a press release. Except it's not a press release. They did it as an article because where's the partnership? Where is Honda's statement about this? Where are all the other companies that FCF Pay says that they've partnered with? And, just where are they? I don't see them. I'm not saying they're doing anything shady, but I am saying I'm not going to believe anything that they're doing until I see statements from those other companies. Because again, that would be huge. That's like me saying, I'm in partnership with blah, blah, blah company because they're accepting crypto through us now. That would at least be true. Because if you host an e-commerce website with our company, you get normal credit card processing, PayPal, and crypto. But that's a real statement. Like Styles by Paula hosts their website with us, and they do jewelry. I could release a statement saying, no, pause. We're not in partnership with them. We're supplying services to them. And that was the direction that they chose to go in. Be careful of what you see out there because not everything is actually truthful, right? My partnership is not a partnership with Styles by Paula. It is Styles by Paula paying us a monthly fee to perform a service. That's not a partnership. At least in my humble opinion. I love their business. Thank you, Styles by Paula. However, I really do think we need to do better research and we need to watch out for companies like this because it's companies like this that can cause major problems. So for me, think about how this could be. You could be accepting digital currencies, flipping it into fiat, that's called an exchange transaction right there, and then sending it off to whatever company they're doing business with. Are you licensed in the United States or wherever you are to do that service? It's the first question that comes out of my mouth. So yeah, before I send that company any kind of anything, I want to find out what all the security is. Because as far as I'm concerned, Honda could come to my company and go, hey, Rebel Reach, we want you to host a website for us because we want to accept crypto. Great, we can do that. Still not a partnership. To me, that's a company paying us to perform a service. Done. And the crypto goes straight to their wallet. Doesn't come to us. Goes straight to their wallet. That would be factual, that then they would be able to say, we are accepting crypto. Again, do your own research and be mindful of what's going on out there. In major news, Chainlink. I told you, don't sleep on this company. They're doing business with Swift. Swift has 11,000 banks, about 11,000 banks in their network. Australia and New Zealand banking group is one of those banks. And they just cut a deal with Chainlink. Big. Now, what I'm expecting is there are 11,000 banks in the network. Here's Chainlink. Here's what they're doing with Swift. I'm expecting there to be a long haul of press releases like that. And as that happens, you're going to see things go up and go up fast. All right. Pay attention to these things. These are really good things that are happening. These are macro events that are going to have micro and macro impact, positive micro and macro impact. Coinbase, in another global move, has been licensed as a major payment institution in Singapore. Bigger than big. The reason why is because as Binance is faltering, Coinbase is coming into its own. That is a very big deal. And to achieve that in Singapore is huge because, as you know, Singapore is a major financial hub. So this license means that they'll be able to offer digital asset services to both retail and institutional investors. Just saying. These are big moves. I keep telling people, Coinbase in the cryptoverse is going to be the equivalent of BlackRock. They're making all the moves, getting their fingers in everything, and just playing their cards right, step by step. Step by step. That's what they're doing. And I like it. Now, in the United States, a lot of people are talking about how the government has avoided a shutdown. It's 45 days, right? It's about 45 days, November. They kicked the can down the road, and there's still more turmoil ahead. Let's be factual. Because of what happened and the deal that McCarthy had to do, that Speaker McCarthy, he's probably going to face some issues from Matt Gaetz. And I tell you this news because it has to deal with your money, right? If the government shuts down, there are a lot of people that are going to suffer financially. Businesses can suffer financially. So I'm paying attention to this because it's a major, major event. But they've only kicked the can down the road, and it's only next month. So we've got to face the same thing next month, which don't be surprised if we kick the can down the road again. I'm looking for a major deal. I'm looking for a bipartisan deal. I'm looking for something that's longer lasting. And by the way, no, I don't like the idea of paying, a major, what is the head of armed services $1. That's disgusting. No matter what you think, that's still disgusting. KuCoin has seen $118 million worth of digital assets leave their platform. We're talking about Ether, Bitcoin, even Tether. That's actually a big deal because that's a big downward push. What is it? 4% for Bitcoin, 3% for Ethereum, and 4% for Tether. Those are big drops, right? And that's as of their own report. So, just saying. But pay attention to where you're doing things. Do I think they're going to go out of business? No. They're a popular platform, and I have nothing against them. And I don't want to see them go out of business. So I'm hoping that, this is just a temporary thing as people, do their, whole custodial wallet thing. Cool. What's next? Ongoing saga between Gemini and DCG, or I should say DCG and all their creditors, of which Gemini is one of them. They had a deal in spirit, right? Back in August. When it came down to the brass tacks, it didn't work out, right? They had an agreement in principle, and it didn't work out when pen meant paper. So the creditors decided, hey, we're going to put together a revised plan. Hey, DCG, go look at it. DCG has not moved yet. It's going to get ugly for them. I really do think it's going to get ugly for them. Anyway, you know what we should do? We should actually get into the numbers. So let's take a look and do this step by step. So what I am looking at is nothing really going on this week except for Friday, where you start to get U.S. unemployment numbers. And that leads you into next week when you get CPI numbers, PPI and CPI numbers. So this is an important stepping stone toward the rest of the month in terms of those kind of inflationary reports. Now, right now we're at 50. Remember, we had been, down to 39 as in the past month. However, we're looking at, you're looking at me, and that's not what I wanted. I'm so sorry. Let's go back. So at the beginning, it's kind of a quiet week until you get the unemployment numbers. Then you get Next week, you get PPI and CPI numbers, and all of that is going to paint a further picture about inflation. So we'll see what happens. The Fear and Greed Index is at 50 now. Over the past week, it had been about 46, right? The lowest in the past month has been 39, as you can see here. Right now, we're at 50, kind of neutral, and that's good, right? And I'll show you in a minute how everything seems to be going up. $50.71 billion in total value locked. Remember, last week, it's like 47, 48. So that's a good thing. That means people are staking, people are, getting back to business. Now, you look at this. Where are we now? You see my green band? Do you see that green band? I told you my green band is at 26,475. Right? And it goes all the way up to 31,580. Right now, Bitcoin is at 28,297. That's a big jump. That's a very big jump. And if you pay attention, that's above my 2828. Now we have to see if we can maintain above 2828. If we cannot maintain above 2828, $28,028, I expect us to come back down. I expect Bitcoin to come back down. Right? But I'm hoping that we hit a certain point and we move laterally again above that 28 mark. That would make me incredibly happy. Why? Because that would set us up for a fourth quarter bull run that could see us hit 30, maybe 31. If it's all a big if, so looking at the big picture, what I want you to pay attention to, couple of things, but the first one is going to be Solana. Everybody's going to talk about how Bitcoin's going up and Ethereum's going up and wow. Ethereum has exploded. It was just a few days ago that it was still in the teens, and now it's at $24. Pay attention. An 11, almost 12% increase. Yes, everybody's up. Optimism's up. Stacks is up. Rune is up. But Link had that great news and they're down. Are you serious? There's something wrong there. There's something wrong. People aren't paying attention the way they should, right? I am. We are still looking at numbers across the board that are still within a, buy me now, get paid later kind of stage. Buy and hodl. Or use if you're all about adoption. Looking at the numbers going across, like I said, you can see that Bitcoin is up over the past 24 hours, 4%. Ethereum almost 3%. That's nice. Until you start sliding down here and you see Solana up at about 11.78%. Solana has been outperforming almost all of the popular coins. Actually, I think they have been outperforming all of the popular coins. There's a reason for that. You want to know what else? I haven't heard about an outage with Solana. I'm keeping my finger crossed because that's not what I want. But I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this and I'm going, people really like Solana. Just think about what's on Solana. A lot of NFTs, gaming. They have a lot of things going on. Something else that I noticed, hey, guess who else is up? Over 4%. All right? Over the past 7 days, Polygon is up almost 10%. Still down for the year. Look at that. 26.02% down for the year. That's sad. That's not good. Look at Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash up 17% in the past 7 days. 150% in the past year. I keep telling people, do your own research, do your own investments, understand why you're investing. Pay attention to some of these numbers because we're talking about coins that are within the top 20, top 30 space that are making huge moves. Huge moves. Anyway, that's Eddie J on crypto. Hope you like what I'm doing. Grow My Bag TV is almost here. It's almost here. We're actually going through major testing and playing around with things. I am so stoked about it. So stoked. We get to have these conversations on a brand new platform geared toward everything investing and business management. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Anyway, I hope you have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye bye.